Here with sophomore Domonique Harris. Wow, you really made a name for yourself on the basketball court this year. Sat out the first 2 games of the season. You're also starting quarterback for the Rangers, who are playing in a bowl game December 1. Sat out the first 2 games. You've played the last 3 basketball games. And the stat line, 20.7 points a game, 12.7 rebounds a game. You've also added 10 assists, 9 steals, and 4 blocks. All of this in an average of 20 minutes a game. Making your presence felt. How are you doing on the basketball court this year?
Well, I just go out there and just get physical and just do what I do.
You got an opportunity here as far as playing football and basketball at the same time. Very rare, especially the same time of the season. I know you're still practicing with football and you're still practicing with basketball at the same time. So tell me how you're doing that, whether it be basketball practice at a certain time of the day, then football, then basketball. Like, how are you doing it each day? Like, what's the practice schedule like?
Well, yeah, that's what I do. I go out, practice for a little bit of basketball, maybe an hour and a half or something like that. Then I just go on the field and just get back with my receiver and just start throwing routes.
You're a guy that's come off the bench all the games this year, 3 games this year. I'd be shocked. I told you this a minute ago that if you didn't get National Player of the Week this year, I'd say almost a shoe-in for the MACJC Player of the Week. But Northwest, we're off to a 4-2 start. Maybe talk about the different styles of play from maybe last year's coach and this year's coach. Is it a different feel for the team, whether it be how you guys talk to each other, or is there any difference between last year's style and this year's style?
I mean, it is a little bit. I mean, we get up and down the court more, stuff like that. But yeah, I believe like the coach is more into it and more energetic with the players and stuff like that.
And that's not a knock on Coach Adams at all. It's just it's a different style of play sometimes, and it's an up tempo style of play that has been his. He's coined that term as up tempo play. As a guy who's won a lot of games here, but you come off the bench in every game this year. You started a bunch of games last year. I feel like once you finish football altogether, that you'll probably maybe slide back into that starting role. But you've been huge as a 6th man off a bench this year. Does it bother you coming off the bench?
No, it really doesn't.
That's good. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
I mean, I just come off the bench and just give them what I can give them. I just try to get the crowd into it and just play my game.
The crowd has been there. I know the band's chanting your name every time you come into the game. I'm sure you noticed that.
Yeah.
Northwest is 4-2. We're off for 2 weeks for Thanksgiving break. Is that going to hurt us at all, you think, as far as having that 2-week layoff?
Nah, we need the break. We need that break.
And that's good. Last year we started off the season 3-7. After this break, we've won 9 of our last 12 games. Hopefully the same kind of thing. It's a team that last year went to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. Is that a goal you guys want this year? I mean, if you set any kind of goals, whether it win a certain amount of games or get back to the playoffs, any kind of goals this year?
Yeah, we're trying to get back to the playoffs. And once we get in, we go from there.
Well, we'll shift to football a little bit. December 1, we have quite an opportunity. Our first bowl game in 13 years. College Station, Texas, playing at Kyle Field. Talk about just the opportunity to win that game, be the first team to win a bowl game in 20 years.
That'll be a big accomplishment for not just the players, just the city and the school alone. So we just need to go out and just play hard and just start from finish.
Well, I said you've had quite an opportunity to be able to play both sports. You've excelled greatly at both sports. I know you're getting a lot of looks, football, hopefully basketball as well, but you got an opportunity to really go on and make a name for yourself. A huge week on the basketball court. Something I also want to add in there, the game against Co-Lin, 33 points, 20 rebounds, 7 steals. You're only the 7th guy in basketball history at Northwest to go for 20 points, 20 rebounds. What do you think about that?
I mean, I just think I should do it again. Just keep doing it. Just keep getting out there. Just nonstop.
And the best part, the last rebound you got was with 10 seconds left, a defensive rebound. So it made it even more special that it came right at the end of the game. So congrats on a big week basketball. Looking forward to seeing you on the football field here in a few weeks.